Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Farid Febrianto Wibowo, and my NPM is 2021 1257 0031. And today I'm gonna talk about podcast. Okay, so have you ever heard about podcast before? What is the first thing that came up on your mind if I say word podcast? Maybe some of you will think about Deddy Corbuzier podcast Close the Door. Well, yeah, you're right. If one of you watch those podcasts, it means you already know the basic of podcasts. But I'm not gonna tell you about those podcasts specifically. Instead of that, I'm gonna tell you about what is podcast in general. Alright, first thing first, what is the word podcast means? The word podcast derived from a combination of two words, iPod and broadcast. When the term was coined, most people were using Apple's iPod to listen a podcast. And according to website oberlo.com, a podcast in general is a recording of audio discussion on a specific topic. So the thing is, you need to choose the topic that will be discussed. And if the topic pique your interest, then it's worth to hear it. Then there are so many purposes of listening to a podcast. But the main one is to entertain the audience. But some of the people listening to podcasts just for hear an updates and breakdowns of current events, learn about new things, new topic or industry. So maybe some of you are wondering, where do you find podcasts in this modern era? Well, there's a lot of app or application that you can use to hear podcasts, such as YouTube, Spotify, Noise, and etc. The length of the podcast sometimes can be longer than a movie. Depends on the people who talking with, and it can be around 1 or 2 hours. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about my experience and my opinion after listening to a lot of podcasts. I knew maybe some of you would think, oh, hearing podcasts just wasting my time. Well, it's not actually, because there will be some new things that you can learn after listening to a podcast. And if you had something to do, some kind like homework to do, I suggest you can listening to podcasts while doing your homework. Maybe that's it for today about podcasts. Well, there is a lot to explain about podcasts, but I'm not gonna bother you with some awful lot information about podcasts. At least you already know the basic explanation about podcasts. And hopefully, after you hear this from me, you're gonna be start listening to some podcasts too. That's it, the end of my explanation. Thank you for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.